Hello and welcome back to another video, guys. Now, there's two films that come out this week that I'm quite anxious to talk about. But before we get started, I want to say if you want to hear me go into more detail on them, because these are just mini reviews, be sure to head over and check out my podcast, Off to the Movies. There's a link in the description to that. Me and my good friend Ryan, we talk about these new big releases every week. And of course, this week's big release is Greyhound. There were two pretty big films out for people, Greyhound and Palm Springs, but I think Greyhound is the more talked about one because it's on Apple TV, which is something which most people have access to at the minute, because Apple have done this thing where for the first year, if you have an Apple device, it's free, so it's pretty good in that sense. However, I have yet to find anything on Apple TV that's really wowed me. I didn't really enjoy C too much. And there's been a couple other original films which have gone there which I haven't been a big fan of, and unfortunately that didn't change with Friday's released Greyhound. So this is a film which I was really looking forward to. I remember the first few trailers for it dropping and being like, wow, this looks great. Tom Hanks in a war film. Maybe we'll get something that's as close to Saving Private Ryan as we can get, you know. And obviously I wasn't expecting it to be that good because that's a very high standard. But I thought, you know, it might remind me of Saving Private Ryan. It might be good to revisit that kind of feeling. Unfortunately, was not the case. So this film is directed by Aaron Schneider. It's not Schneider. Schneider, I think it is. It's a very funny surname. I wouldn't even... Sounds like I'm saying Snyder. It's not Schneider. I think, something like that. Anyway, I don't really know this director. He hasn't really done any films that I've seen. I've seen Into the Storm, which I think is maybe what he's most well known for, which is not very good because that's not a very good movie. And of course, as I say, starring Tom Hanks. So the plot of this film is more or less Tom Hanks is finally made captain of one of the old battleships that were around during the Second World War, and he has to sail across open water and try to get to a safe zone where they'll have air support. But on his way to the safe area, he encounters some German submarines which try to attack his ship. Basically the plot of the film, so there's not much to go on start with. And unfortunately, this film is so boring. This film is so incredibly dull. There is nothing interesting about it, really. Even the effects and stuff that you think would be great on these ships, the effects are not very good. Some of the CG is very overwhelming. It looks very fake at times, certain shots. And unfortunately, the only character in this that you actually like is Tom Hanks' character. All of the others are side characters. They do absolutely nothing. There's a lot of boat talk in this. So if you, like me, you know nothing about boats when they're giving out all these commands and stuff. You really don't understand half of them. And you could tell that this film doesn't really know where it's going half the time because there are long, drawn-out bits. And it's a real shame because this film's only an hour and 20 minutes, really, because you got 10 minutes of credits. And it feels so much longer than it is. It's such a shame because I was really looking forward to this film. But there is no character development here. It's very Hollywoodized. It doesn't even feel like a war film. There's like a shot where a torpedo scrapes Tom Hanks's boat. It scrapes it and it misses. It's like, that's the sort of stuff you see in a Fast and Furious movie. It's like, this doesn't feel real to me. Also, you've got Germans, some of the Nazis radioed over to Tom Hanks' ship, and they were talking perfect English, almost teasing them that they're going to kill them. And it's like, this doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel real, like this would have actually happened. It's very Hollywoodized, if that's a word. And it's a shame. I really, really found this film underwhelming. Stephen Graham was in it as well. I really like him normally, but he done nothing to help this plot along. Yeah, no one did, really. No one did. Even Tom Hanks was struggling at times. It's easily one of the weaker performances from Tom Hanks, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's one of his weakest films because he has Inferno and there's a couple other dodgy films out there. But this film, I don't think is very good. It's a shame. I really want to like it because I love war films. I love Tom Hanks. But this doesn't work at all. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think this film is middle of the road as it gets, really. It's just very plain, bland. And to be honest, I'm going to forget about it within a week. So yeah, there's my little review of Greyhound. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie more than me, because I know some people probably will. But that's my personal little opinion on it. But anyway, as I say, if you want to hear me go into more detail about the film with my friend Ryan, just check out the link in the description to go to our latest episode of Off to the Movies. But that is it for this video, guys. Always don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye-bye.